everyone, and welcome to Eugene, Oregon, where it appears my eyes have to be deceiving me. I'm looking skyward. There's liquid coming down from the sky, and everyone knows it never rains in Autzen Stadium. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Beavers will kick it away first. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Oregon's offense takes the field for the first time today. They've met in the so-called toilet bowl, and they've played to go to the Rose Bowl. It's run the gamut, but this one is always intense.
Yeah, Reese, I called that game back in 2009 where the winner was going to go to the Rose Bowl and had a chance to really feel the electricity and the excitement at Autzen Stadium that day. This really is a tremendous run.
And even when a Rose Bowl isn't on the line, Oregon State just feels good. The in-state rivalry, the hate, it's always a good matchup.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Flips it out in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And not the optimum setup to try to salvage the opening drive with a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Complete downfield. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
A program whose history is built on speed. Oregon just ran away from the Beavers last time.
And the Ducks were ready to play a year ago. They were ready for a war. They came out, they took it to Oregon State. They didn't back off, Jesse. That game meant a lot to them.
Yeah, they just caught fire early, and Oregon State couldn't put the fire out. They had no answers. Every possession Oregon had, it seemed like they were going up and down the field. So a big challenge for Oregon State in this one is to try to get off to a great start.
To the ground with the back. Just slithered through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Leaves it with the back. Jukes his way for more.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Movement here from the tight end. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Autzen Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Beavers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And David, we'll see just how effective they can be on the ground running against a backer like this.
But they're going to do what they do, and they're going to feature their guy. He's an elite running back. You're a great linebacker. Let's see who wins this battle.
There have been entire defenses that haven't been able to slow this running back down. This linebacker, though, he's got the athleticism to do it himself.
Hand off from the shotgun. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. It seems as if this old feud has been going on since Lewis and Clark set the foundation for the Oregon Trail. They've been playing since 1894, guys.
Game's been played for a long time, a lot on the line in the state of Oregon. Bragging rights, Jesse, for a whole year.
I feel like it's one of the rivalries in college football that maybe a lot of people don't talk about or really know about. But if you've ever been around this game and you know about the tradition and the history and the emotion surrounding this game, this is easily one of the best rivalries in college football.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The Beavers will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes a move. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
They'll give it to the back. Almost got to the sticks on 3rd down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. On 4th down, flexing that muscle in the run game. And the Ducks get it past the sticks.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Coming after it. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. He's looking to throw. A little release to the back. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The Ducks have this offense rolling. Quarterback will audible. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
How many 1st downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. Playing way too many snaps.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Ducks! And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Looking for blockers. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The RPO, it's complete.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Gets it to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. The Beavers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 25. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David. This is the exact start you wanted. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Nifty little dance step. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Working that left side now. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Got him downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a first down. The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line. They got mauled on the last play. Do they have anything that'll work on 3rd and goal from the 2? He'll toss it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Moon. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Beavers will hustle to the line.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy, making it accurate.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. This offense has a 2nd down play. Caught over the middle. It's Moon. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got the tight end. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Makes the grab. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. They will score! Touchdown, Beavers!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all.
Oregon State, 7.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
So they'll try to get it going in the right direction this time. 2nd and long from the 19. He's past the 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice? And he intercepts it. Takes it the other way. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Oregon! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to the back. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He wants to throw. Fires one high and deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, from Corvallis to Eugene, there are some ornery folks and some emotional fan bases in this always contentious battle between the Ducks and Beavers. And the story of the half has been that elite corner. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in this second half will be fun to watch.
And the Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
The Beavers are on the move. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. It's complete to the right. stopped after making the catch.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back.
Got enough space, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon State.
And the offense doing a nice job mixing the option play on that drive. They're able to get the defense outflanked. Nice decision by the QB, pitching it outside wide, and the running back using his speed.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He's back to throw on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Pocket starts to collapse. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. The give out of the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. The linebacker comes free, Grimble making the backfield for a tackle.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. He got it.
The kick is good.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
35. Oregon State, 17.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it up to 30. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, first and 10. Going for it all. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Ducks are flying down the field. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Power ahead. down has ensued. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
He'll do it himself. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. He's still running at the 40. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. And the Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Lining up to convert 3rd down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. On the run, it's Woodhead. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Time to take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Power football with the run. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Sanders. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Line is set on 3rd down. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you, and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. And it's on the ground. defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. At the 40, there he goes. All kinds of running room. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Beavers!
Such a nice job by the wide receiver there on the corner route. He did a nice job off of the stem, not telegraphing where he was going. The defender had no idea, and when he broke to the corner, he created a little bit of separation. There was an accurate throw. He made the catch and then took it into the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get it.
And this is hauled in at the 20-yard line.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
This guy's been running hard all game long. In the fourth quarter now with that last run, he's now at 99 yards rushing. One more carry away from potentially reaching that 100-yard milestone that all running backs come at.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. It's as if the Duck has hopped on that motorcycle and is revving the engine, and Oregon is threatening to drive away.
And Oregon's a team that, man, when they get it going, a lot of times they're just so hard to stop. The swag gets rolling. The uniform always looks good. But Oregon State's going to have to find something in this rivalry.
They need a big play, and they need it right now. The Beavers need to be able to slow down this runaway train that is the Oregon Ducks right now.
And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. He makes the connection. Tackled immediately after the catch. The Beavers in the hurry up.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Beavers are rolling down the field. He'll just keep slinging it. Pulls it in. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Let's see what they've got on second down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Connection to the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oregon State. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. On the option. Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. He caught it. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Finds us back in the middle. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. After the first down completion, it's 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He's going to pass. Getting some heat. And they got him for the sack. And the Beavers are in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Trying to get to him. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to...
And that pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Great job by the freshman. Kept his eyes in the right place and made the play.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play, and gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. At the 20, he's got space. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Ducks have taken it inside the 20. Wants to throw on first down. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying play action. Touchdown, Oregon! And the route is on. I think we can just about blow the candles out on this one. It's all over.
No doubt, it's over. But you know what? These stats aren't over. They count for postseason awards. So I'm all for piling on the stats, running up the score. Offense, get the stats.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
How about that nice run from this junior quarterback? It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He's looking to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. They're bringing heat. That quarterback was doing his best Houdini, escaping in the backfield, but the defense finally gets to him. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. It's on target and complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. The Beavers line up to punt it away. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.